Hello everybody, GameFreak9917 here, and I am back today with more Forza Horizon 2 on the Xbox One, and I'm bringing you today another car review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, and I've sort of been avoiding this car for strange reasons. It's just, I've played this car in different Forza games, and almost every time that I did, I was almost let down a little bit. It had a lot of wheel spin, and just it wasn't the best performance car I was looking for. But I decided that I was going to face the demon and just see how good or how bad this car handles. Hopefully it's on the good side. Hopefully it will surprise me. But anyway, the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG features a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8, which, according to AMG, they say that it's the world's most powerful naturally aspirated production series engine. Which, a little bit of a bold claim. I can't really think of anything else that is actually topping it, but I'm pretty sure that there may have been something that came along. I'm not exactly sure. But, we're just here to see, we're here to put this car to the test, really. We're not here to, I was about to say we're not here to compare it to other cars, but I was actually going to compare this car to the C7 Corvette, because the C7 features a 6.2-liter V8 as well, which I think is supercharged. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, this car costs more than the C7, but it features more horsepower. This engine is capable of producing 571 horsepower and 479 foot-pound torque from a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8. And this car is sort of in the mid-range between heavy and light. It's 3,571 pounds. And, oh yeah, I think I won this car in a wheel spin. That's why it's actually in my garage. I was like, I've never bought this car before, what? But anyway, let's take a look at some of the colors. And yes, this features the classic gull-wing doors. Alright, so we have a red, blue, black, and 50 shades of gray. Ooh, and a very nice looking white. But that blue, that is a sexy looking blue. I have to go with that. Take a look at that interior. Ooh, pretty nice looking interior. But anyway, let's go ahead, take this out, and just see what it can do. Now hopefully this is more of the quote-unquote proper version. Sort of like the one that Jeremy Clarkson had reviewed and his and Hammond's Perfect Road Trip series, which I don't think that this one is, because I think the one that he had was a newer model. I think what would be really awesome though to see is the electric version of this car. That would be awesome to see. Alright, let's take a gander at this engine. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice interior, I must say. Wow, that exhaust though. That's a fairly interesting sounding exhaust. Surprisingly, not a lot of wheel spin off the line as well. Well, there was obviously wheel spin there, but very controlled. Very, very controlled. Ooh, very nice brakes. Ooh, bad braking on my part there. This car is actually able to hold it fairly well. Had to put those good brakes to the test there, man. The Lamborghini sure scared me. Surprisingly good. Actually, no, not really. Just hitting the stick a little bit will cause the back end to sort of slip out. Just a little bit, though. Ooh, very good grip on throttle around the corner in second gear, which is always a very good sign. This car is actually surprising me pretty well. A little bit of a spin there, but that's alright. It caught grip almost immediately. Ooh, bad gear shift there. Yeah, second gear, the back end kicks out, just counter steer. I mean, I was full throttle there, just counter steered, and it caught grip after a few seconds. I wish it was daytime out so we could really appreciate the looks of this car, because this is a very nice looking car, I must say. Man, I just love the sound of the cockpit though when you rev the engine. Alright, let's try to launch it around 5,000 RPMs. Launched it at 5,000, but built it up to 6,000. Didn't really want to let off the throttle too much there, so I just kept going on. Alright, I think this car might have a 7-speed gearbox. I'm not sure. It might. Yep, it does have a 7-speed. Alright, so 184.83. That's kind of weird. It just immediately stopped right there at the end, but let me write that down real quick. 184.83. Pretty fast. That's pretty quick. That's impressive. Let me just fast travel back and let me take a look at the old, or the C7 here. C06, no. Where is it? Actually, okay, there it is. A 175.82. So this car a bit faster, but of course a lot more horsepower. I think the weight might be around the same. Let's take a look at our engine swaps. A 6-liter V12 from the Ferrari Enzo. Ooh man, that would be very fun to put in this drivetrain. All-wheel drive. Aspiration, twin turbo, or a supercharger. Gotta go with the twin turbos. Gotta have that boost. If I find a t-shirt that ever says that, I'm getting it. It says gotta have that boost. Has twin turbos on there. That'd be awesome. You know, the twin turbos replacing the O's. Alright, so this is going to be a very powerful car, reaching around 900 ranges, I'm guessing, for a fully upgraded. Probably even a little bit more. Probably going to be looking a little bit more towards high 900s or 1000s. So 800 horsepower right here. We still have the pistons plus the turbos and all that. Let's see how much the turbos give us. 63. Ooh, it's a pretty good little boost. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we're reaching around mid 900s. Yep, 943 horsepower. This car is making 1.0 G stock. Alright, so 943 horsepower and 713 foot-pound of torque. Pretty good. Alright, oops, cannot upgrade the brakes. Not that big of an issue though. This car has very good brakes stock. And man, I just love the wheels on this car. It fits the car perfectly. Alright, so this car is very light, just under 3,000 pounds. I'm not going to put the roll cage on. Alright, let's upgrade our drivetrain, clutch, transmission. Yes, we can put the race transmission on. Love that. And we can put race compound tires on. That is beautiful 1.1 lateral G's now. Will it boost up anymore? Nope, it's going to stick around the 1.1 lateral G's. Very fat tires on the back, 345s. Alright, and we have a splitter and a wing. Wow, that's a pretty interesting looking wing. Alright, now let's go test out this 900 plus horsepower behemoth. That is twin turbocharged as well. Oh wow, right away just hear nothing but turbos. You can just hear those turbos sucking in air. That is awesome. Old school Camaro drive by, but I'm sure this is going to sound way better. Oh my god, listen to those turbos. It's sucking in more air than a fucking tornado. Man, this car is a beast. Alright, let's just see how much we ruined this car. Wow, actually some pretty good grip in second gear there. Hey, again, awesome brakes, so no problem there. No problem with the back end kicking out on us in third gear. And of course, gravel I'm sure is going to give us some problems, so let's try to have a little bit of fun with this. Oh yeah, I'm not even trying to do that really. And it's just going ahead and doing it on its own. Yeah, because of our race tires are full width, not the best at actually drifting around those corners. Alright, so about half throttle in second gear, got really good grip. Let's try hard on the throttle coming out. Yeah, got some wheel spin, even had wheel spin switching into third gear there. But it was able to stay in a straight line, which is pretty good. I like it when a car can actually stay more in the straight line. This car, it feels almost easier to half throttle it. It's like barely really have to put any pressure on the trigger and the throttle is engaged, which makes it really easy to take it easy around the corner. Because some cars you really do have to go around half throttle or even a little bit more to have the throttle be partially engaged. And if you do that in the race, you accidentally hit the throttle too much and it spins out on you. But anyway, let's go ahead and see how fast this car goes now. Third gear a little bit shorter, but that's alright. Oh man, I hope that this car doesn't wind up topping out on us. I don't think it will since we have a whole nother gear. Ooh, 225.85. Alright. I'll write that down. A 225.85. Kind of messed up my 5 a little bit there. Whoops. Alright, let's take a look at the C7. Ooh, the C7 is actually faster. A 231.880. I think the C7 actually did produce a higher horsepower number than the SLS when it was fully upgraded. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that this car had active aero on it. That is actually pretty cool. But man, this car is really quick. But anyway, my overall thoughts on this car, it's fun, it's good. It it definitely exceeded my expectations. I'm just gonna flat out say that it exceeded my expectations. I am pleasantly surprised with how well this car is actually gripping. You know, in previous games, if I was in second gear or third gear, sometimes even fourth gear, and I would sort of tap the throttle just a little bit going around the corner, the back end immediately just kicks out on me. But this car, it does pretty good on grip. I'm not going to say it doesn't spin though. It definitely spins. Whoops. That was bad on my part. I wasn't really paying that much attention. But this car, it definitely spins. The nice thing about it though, it's very, very, very controlled. It is so easy to control this. But would I take this on a track? I'm not sure. If it was something like, I don't know, what's a good track? If it was something like Le Mans, yeah, I would take it on there. But if something more like the Nürburgring, no, or something that has a lot of turns, not really. If it had long turns and more straights, yeah, I would definitely take it out on there. But if it has a lot of really short turns, you know, some hairpins and whatnot, I wouldn't really want to, what the fuck? Whatever. But if it was something that had a lot of hairpins and really small turns, small sharp turns, I wouldn't really want to take this car on that. So it's a pick your own poison kind of car. You know, there are other cars where I would take it on any sort of track, and there are other cars where I wouldn't want to take it on any sort of track. This car is a pick your own poison kind of car. And I like that about this car. It's sort of different. It allows you to see what track you're going to be on and be like, okay, this is the car for that track, or okay, this is not going to be the car that I want to take on this track. But this car is actually, it's almost crushed my expectations, really. But my final verdict on this car, what would I rate it as a track car? I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason it's not any higher is because I could probably do without this wheel spin, you know, but that's only because, you know, fully upgraded, twin turbos, yada yada yada, whatever. I'm reviewing these cars fully upgraded, but the only reason why it's not any lower is because this car did very good at crushing my expectations. I feel like this car performed better in this game than any other game that I've played it in. And you know, I haven't played it in Forza 6 yet. I'm still working on getting that game. Just gotta get my money right first, you know? But yeah, 8.5 out of 10 is what I'm going to give this car. You know, it's a pretty good car, and I would recommend it, but I recommend it in certain situations. But, you know, there's also the all-wheel drive swap on there, and you can always tune it. You know, I'm not the best at tuning, and I like to keep the drivetrain as normal as possible, you know. So no all-wheel drive for me on this car. But anyway, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section down below, or just give the video a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me and my friends and I record with them, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll be uploading daily. And yeah, just again, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.